For today's battle report, we are going to have a kill team game at 100 points with the Tau Empire versus the Tyranids, as you see there. We will be doing the sweep and clear mission from the book, and we will be back in a moment to show you all the battlefield and the armies, and we'll get this game started. Okay, for this battle, this is going to be our battlefield, so people will know this is... light. Focus. Focus. Come on. This is our deployment zones, how it's supposed to be in the book. Okay, now we're using this full-size map, but our battlefield is, that's the back edge. We're going to these little lights down the center of the street here. And then that's the back edge, and then the same thing down that side. It's roughly 32 by 24, so it's close to what it's supposed to be. Now, purple dice mark out the deployment zone, and then the 5-inch circle in the middle. This side will be the Tau have lost the strategic advantage to the Tyranids, and the Tau will be in this corner, and the Nids will be over here in this corner. And this is our battlefield. We have the big building here. We have an objective marker in that building. There's an objective marker right there. One there. And one there. Scoring for this game is 3 points. If you break your opponent's army, it's an automatic win. As I've read this. 3 points at the end of the game for each objective marker controlled. 1 point for each enemy model taken out of action. So, it's 4 rounds with a random battle length. At the end of the 4th round, you roll a d6 on a 3+. The game continues. So, we're going to see how this goes. We'll be back in a minute to show you all the armies, and then we'll get down to deployment and seeing who's going to come out of this on top. Alright, for the Tau kill team, we are starting off with our leader, a fire warrior Shizui, with a pulse rifle, pulse pistol, and he has a marker light just because it was free, and I figured why not. Backing him up are 3 standard fire warriors with pulse rifles and pulse pistols. Again, the pistols are free, so why not? My specialists are 3 pathfinders with rail rifles. The one that is standing up in black and purple is a... No, wait, that's the one that's kneeling down. He is my sniper. The one that is standing up is the comms, and the blue and silver one is a demolitions. We are taking a recon drone and a stealth suit Shizri with a target lock and a burst cannon, so he can advance and not take the shooting penalty. This will be our Tau army for this game. I haven't named anybody yet. This is kind of their baptism of fire. If they live through this battle, they get a name. So we'll see what happens. And we'll be back in a second to show you all the Tyranids. For the Tyranids, these Tyranids, I have been told, kind of decimated an IG army last night. So hopefully they've had their fill, and they're going to be slow and sluggish today.
Oh, no. They are forever hungry.
All right. So starting off, we've got
the warrior. He's just a regular warrior, obviously can't be the prime, but he does have a devourer, he's got the death spitter, flesh hooks and toxin sacks in addition to a devourer, so that gives him at 23 points.
Okay.
Which works out that the entire army went out to exactly 100. The reason why this guy's my Termagant a little bit ahead is because he's my scout specialist, and I was able to get 5 Termagants. All have devourers instead of flesh borers, so it cost him a little bit extra in points. And then over here we've got Hormagaunts. These 2 are set up because these are my other 2 specialists. He is combat, he is a veteran, and then these other 5 are just regulars, but all of them have toxin sacks and adrenal glands. So
that sounds painful.
So I get to move a little bit farther, and it hurts a little bit more if I do well in the fight phase.
Alright, so this is going to be our Tyranids for this battle report. And we will be back in a minute after deployment to see where everybody went hiding at. because I sure as heck don't want to run into these guys anytime soon. Okay, for deployment, my captain or leader is set up back there, so he'll kind of hopefully get me command points for a while and not die. The stealth suit is set up over there. The fire warriors have set up right there as a little screen line. The drone and the 3 pathfinders have set up right there. Now, for the scout phase, got kind of interesting because my opponent, the Tyranids, picked take forward positions, which allows him to make a move phase. And I, thinking he was going to do that, picked eliminate sentries, which means that after his 3 models make their movement, 2 of mine get to shoot them.
Which means 1 gets left alone.
Yeah.
Unless
you get close and I can split fire on him.
Oh, no, we're not going to have that.
Yeah. The Tyranids have, with the guns, have all piled into that building right there on that objective, and all the other guys are hiding around that side of the building right there. He's now going to move his guys up for some nom-noms.
That guy's not moving. He's not very balanced in the gutter.
Alright, now
I got 1 more.
He's got 1 more to move. We can see where that one goes. He chose all 3 of his specialists for his units to make their standard move early.
Yeah. There we go.
Alright, now
That was.
Ah.
Didn't think about it until after I moved it.
Okay, so for our choices, for our 2 shooters, we're going to pick this fire warrior and this railgun.
You had him picked beforehand.
Do it the other way then. We can do the railguns. We'll use the railguns. So he's going to be firing. I thought about the railguns earlier and I'd said that, so we'll go with that then. Railguns. We're going to go with that one and that one on the end. I can't use their abilities again later in the game, so they'll be hitting on 4s and hitting on 5s. Or no, that one and that one. So we won't have the obscured. Alright, it's going to be 2 railgun shots into that guy right there. Although I may split them. Well, no, technically I can't. So he's to be 2 railguns into that guy right there hitting on 4s. No, he's within half range, so he will be hitting on... Yeah, he'll still be hitting on 4s. He'll be hitting on 4s. No minuses.
Unless you're using some ability that gives him 3.
No. He's the demolitions and you're not obscured, so... Hitting on 4s. Oh, that's not going to work. And then the other guy is going to fire on the one out there. He's going to be hitting on 5s. And he's going to miss. So that did me absolutely no good. So we will now be going into turn 1 for initiative.
Bring these up since they're no longer necessary.
Yeah.
But the green ones we can keep there unless you think you need them.
Yeah, they'll stay there. I don't need them. I got my purple dice that apparently don't want to play very well right now. So, we will roll for initiative and see who will have the first turn. I'm hoping really much that it is me, because I'm going to die very quickly if it's not. I do not win initiative, people. This is bad. Alright.
Alright. I now have 2 command points.
We now both have 2 command points. And we will be back in a moment after movement to see what is going to happen. Alright, so in the movement phase, these Nids came running out of that building, and he ran all the way up there to say hi to that guy that shot at him. These guys have all ran around the building, and that guy charged the stealth suit. I was kind of stupid. I fired Overwatch, but I should have probably just retreated. But I didn't think about it. The Tau, for some reason, have gone to the ready. They didn't move. So that means that my whole army gets to shoot first. You should have hidden the buildings turn one. It's not the midway though. I don't know. But we'll see how this goes. So first thing we're going to do. Trying to think how I'm going to do this. Because my whole army's gone ready, and he moved his whole army. The way the rules are written, my army gets to shoot first, even though he had the initiative. So we're going to see what we can kill before he gets to try and kill me. Could work to my advantage. I could blow up in my face. We'll see what happens here in a second. I got to figure out who's shooting where, and then we'll be back in a second. Okay, so I think we figured out where we're going. I'm going to point something out because we didn't mention this. In Kill Team, it's rather odd. You declare your charge in the movement phase, and Overwatch is fired in the movement phase, not at the beginning of the fight phase. That's a kind of weird little different thing that we're still trying to get used to. Okay, so we're going to start off the shooting phase. The demolitions guy right here is going to, of course, shoot his railgun into that guy right there in front of him because he just kind of ran up there and said hi. Hitting on 4s. And he missed with 2 3s. We'll try and command point one of them. And of course he misses and rolls a 1. Alright, so he completely whiffed his. I'm down to 1 command point this turn. The sniper is going to spend my second command point to get a +1 to shoot. He is going to get the +1 to shoot from the comms officer to him, and he is going to fire on the Tyranid over there, the big one in black, the warrior. He will be hitting on 2s with reroll 1s. Why couldn't I have rolled that a second ago?
Well, at least you wasted all your benefits.
I need to roll. Alright, so he will wound with 1, I do believe.
Yeah, because he's a...
-4. 4. 2.
Okay.
2 dice, pick the highest.
Still has 1 wound.
Ah, I had 3?
He's got 3.
You're not fair. Okay, so I guess that dictated what's going to happen over here now. The comm is going to fire his railgun at him. He will be hitting on 4s. There is no intervening models or terrain. And he is within 15 inches. So, 2 shots. Hitting on 4s. 1 is going to hit. 1 is going to wound. 4, 2. So it'd be 1 dice.
Wouldn't it be 2 with having...
Well, 1 damage would have taken you down to 0 wounds, and then 1 extra?
Would be over.
So yeah, just... Oh, it's a D2, so yeah, 2. Take the highest. This is for flesh wounds.
Command point.
Command point. He's going to command point that because if he rolls a 4, 4, 5, or 6, he dies. And the guy is taken off the battlefield.
Damn it. Okay.
I'm going to do Fire Warrior on the end. He's going to split his shots into those 2 right there. The one in front will be on a 4. It is a miss. The one behind him is a miss. The Fire Warrior next to him is going to fire at the same 2. One in front will hit. Will not wound. The one in the back will miss. And the one up on the building will do the same thing. He will miss on the front. He will miss on the back. Oh my God, my Fire Warriors can't hit the broadside of a barn.
my recon drone is going to fire on that one right there. He would be a normal 5. He's going to get a +1. Well, regardless of his pluses, he will hit on a 6. You always wound on a 6. You always miss on a 1. Regardless of, I think it's unmodified. So we're going to shoot 4 shots into that one over there, and hopefully we will roll a couple 6s. And oh, we got 1 6. It will wound normal 6 on the one with the scout.
Of course not.
So I have to roll this dice, and on a
So why was I rolling that one?
I know, because we messed up. It's a 2. He took a flesh wound because we messed up. What we messed up on is if
So he's still out. I wouldn't have spent that command point because I couldn't spend it for your rolls.
yeah, true. Yeah, you can. No, you can't. You're right. If I wound an enemy model, I roll to see what the injury table is. If it's any other reason why the model gets injured, he would roll the roll, and we kind of messed up there, and I should have rolled those injury rolls and not him. But that's okay. It was a mistake we made. He has 1 flesh wound. You can have 3.
Yep.
We're going to take the guy in the back here, and he's going to shoot over there, the captain, the commander,
Okay.
the sergeant. The guy here, he's going to shoot at the guy over there. He's going to have 1 shot. He's going to be hitting on 6s. And he missed. All right, that ends my shooting phase. And we will now be going into your shooting phase. I took out none of your shooters. Or one of your shooters. This is going to hurt.
First, my scout, blue railgun.
I have a feeling that blue railgun is about to die because I did not do near enough damage. I did terrible shooting. How many shots?
3.
3.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
1.
That's all you need.
Strength 4, so winning on 3s.
Ow. Oh. Okay.
Next guy, blue railgun.
The guy, gray one, gun of the
yeah,
building?
the gray one.
All right. So hitting on 5s?
No, it'd still be 4s. Oh, it'd be long range, so yeah, I guess it'd be 5s.
If
Either
you
way,
are
2.
over half range, it is +1 to shoot.
Both wounds.
Any minuses?
No.
5 up saves. 1 is going to go through. That's all it takes. He gets to roll a dice. And a 2 is going to give me a flesh wound. I have dice to count that. I'll put it over there in a second.
Alright. The guy over here in the corner should still have clear line of sight to the blue guy.
All of those guys. The only one that would be obscured is the one that's sitting directly behind the other guy. This one right here.
Okay.
Because model's obscure.
Yeah.
Those 2, perfect.
But that guy on the blue guy.
Okay, which one? The obscured one?
No, the one up against the
Okay.
wall.
Yes. So 5s? 1? Yeah. Nothing. Ah! I'm dropping my dice bag. Where's my wound counters? He has 1 flesh wound. And flesh wounds add +1 to your shooting and +1 to your nerve tests at the end of the phase, which is kind of like your morale. We'll get into that in a minute. Because it appears I'm going to be taking those and not him.
And then
The one, okay, you
the one
shot.
with the obscured.
That one have shot. So,
Yeah.
this
That
one?
guy.
Okay.
6s.
1.
Wound.
That is not safe. That is a 1. He now has 2 flesh wounds. 1 more and he is gone.
Last guy.
Or is
and
it more than 3? It's 3 and they're gone.
3, and then the 4th one they're gone.
3 and then
You
the
can have
4th one.
3 and still survive.
Okay, so he's got 2 flesh wounds.
Alright.
He's
next
on-
guy on him too.
Alright, he'll be hitting on 4s. Or 5s.
Yeah. 1. Wound.
Uh-oh. This could be it. That is a 2. That is not safe. That is another flesh wound. He has flesh
That is
wound.
+2. That makes it a 4. He's gone. The flesh wounds add 1.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gone.
Oh, wait a minute. But you're -1 because there's one guy within 2 inches. So yeah, he's at his third flesh wound. Because if you have somebody within 2 inches that's not shaken,
Yeah.
then you actually have a -1 bonus.
So my -1 negates one of those negative ones, and we
So
get...
you barely survive.
Weird rules here, people. Weird rules here.
Alright, so you've got 3 flesh wounds. If you get hit again, he's
Toast.
gone. Period.
He's toasted. All right, so I think that's it for the shooting phase, and we're going to go to the fight phase.
Fight phase. My Hormagaunts. I gotta make sure you had two attacks to begin with, because the combat specialist gets an extra one. Yeah, 2 attacks, so I actually have 3 now.
Okay.
And I do have toxin sacks, so if I roll a 6 to wound, it's 2 damage instead of 1.
All right, and you're -1 to hit because of the stealth suit.
So 4 up.
One more.
Oh, yeah. 2 hits. 4 to wound. Oh, wait a minute. No, 5 to wound because you're strength toughness 4. I'm on strength 3.
Okay.
1. And it is going to be 2 damage if it wounds.
That is the save. Any minuses?
No, I don't think the scything talons have a penalty. It's the rending claws that are a penalty. And they don't have it. Yeah, no.
Okay, so 3 saved. He saved. He's going to get 3 attacks back.
Oh, I can reroll hit roll of 1.
Oh,
I don't remember if I had one or not.
He's going to get 1 hit. No wound. So that is going to end turn 1. I have a morale chest to make. I got to look that up. We'll be back in a second.
I'm good.
Do you have somebody with a flesh wound?
Remember?
Oh, that's right. He's wounded. Never mind. Okay, so I'll be back in a second. I got to read mine because he's got the bonding knife ritual. So I think that takes off 1. And we'll check and make sure. Back in a second. Okay, so this is how it would work. He has 3 wounds. So each one of those wounds is a +1 to his roll. But you get a -1 for each person within 2 inches that's not shaken. And their bonding knife ritual gave them another -1. So he had a +1, he rolled a 5. Pathfinder's leadership was 6. He was fine, he passed his nerve test. He passed his nerve test. He has a wound, but it's not marked. And that will end turn 1, and we will be rolling for initiative in a moment and seeing who is going to start off round 2. You roll for an initiative every round, so it's not always this person goes first. Tyranids could go first this turn. I could go first the next turn. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So we'll be back in a minute to see who is going to be going first for round 2. Okay, so for initiative for round 2, here we go. Nids again. So,
I don't think that's going to matter much.
he doesn't think it's going to matter much, but he is going to get to move first, and we'll be back in a moment after the movement. He's going to start movement first. We alternate movement for units. Or I think that's how it works. Or you move yours, I move mine, I don't remember.
I move all mine, and then you move all yours.
All of his. So we'll be back in a minute after the movement phase, and we'll see how all this is going to shuffle around. I think it's about to get really, really brutal in here. Or we're going to have a whole lot of dead people. Alright, for the movement phase. Ooh, right. There you go. All the shooters have gone to the ready. All of these guys came running up in here. He stayed back there on that objective. The stealth suit fell back out of combat over here after those 2 ran up to say hi. And all of the Tau over here have gone to the ready. So what that means is we will have to alternate shooting the ready ones first. So he will get to shoot first, and then I will shoot, and we'll see how that goes from here.
How many wounds does the drone have?
2.
He's actually going to shoot this fireball.
Okay. Unobscured, hitting on 4s. 1.
Wound.
That is not a save. That is a flesh wound. He is wounded. I am going to take this one right here. Who shot him? This one?
Yeah.
This one is going to shoot that one right there.
Okay.
That is the sniper, so he will take his reroll
I
ones.
feel like that would have been 5. But I still rolled a 5 anyway. So
Yeah.
it didn't matter.
Why?
Instinctive behavior. You killed my leader.
Oh, I didn't know they had
I
that.
have to shoot the closest one now.
Oh,
Which
so
I
you.
think for those 2 guys it'll be this guy, but those 2 guys it'll be.
Well, he should have shot him then.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it just means a -1.
Okay.
I can't. It's not like I can't shoot anybody else, but
Okay.
I take a -1 if I don't shoot the closest.
That railgun gunner is going to shoot the one up in the. He's going to shoot that one right there, the gray one up front, and he'll take the cover, remove cover from the drone, so the guy in front of him doesn't obscure. He'll use the stratagem to get a +1. He'll be hitting on 3s. 2 shots. 1 will hit.
How do you go to just 3s?
Because he's ignoring cover. He's a normal 4, and he used his stratagem to get +1. I haven't used the cons.
Okay, but it's not the blue guy. I thought.
No. So you got a guy behind you.
Okay.
It will wound.
Awesome.
4. 3 damage. So that will be 3 dice, and drop and use the highest, which will be a 6. So he died. The gray guy died. He was a good Tyranid, but he got bloated off the battlefield. Railgun will do that. To you, sir, your next shot.
Guy next to the wall. He's obscured, so he's hitting on 5s.
No.
On the fire warrior that's.
Oh, on the wounded fire
Because
warrior.
he's actually, I think, closer to that guy.
Okay.
The middle guy that's in the middle right now, he would have either one. About
Okay.
The same. 1 hit.
That is not a wound.
Command point.
Oh, he command pointed. He's trying again. Every time.
With a different die too. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Railgun in the back is going to fire on the one on the end.
Okay.
He should still have his 15 inches. I don't think he's going to be obscured, so he'll be hitting on it's the comms. He'll take his +1, so he'll be hitting on 3s. He's kind of mad. He's really mad. 1, 1, or 1. So you get to roll 1, or I have to roll 1. He takes a flesh wound. He is wounded. So you're to the one in the middle or the one on the end?
One in the middle on your railgun. Blue guy.
Alrighty. I think that would be closer. Not. And I have to go. My railguns have fired. The one on the end here, who will be hitting on 5s, is going to split shots into those 2. We'll go 1, 2. We're going 1, 2. He hit with the first one. He didn't with the second one, so the one on the outside is hit. He is wounded. A normal save. I think that's good.
How much that?
I'm about to get severely munched in melee, I think.
Nope, that's wounded. Roll injury roll.
Oh, really?
Only 6s.
Dang. A 3. So that would be wounded. Not dead, but wounded. Alright, the one in the middle is going to do the same thing. Oh no, you got one more to shoot, don't you?
Yeah, one on the end.
One on the end. The one that's flesh wounded. So he'll be hitting on 6s. Alright, one in the middle will be hitting on 4s. He's going to go to the 2. Inside one by the building first is a miss. The one on the outside is a hit. It is a wound.
Nope.
Another flesh wound.
Okay.
And the one on the end is the end of the building is going to have by the building is going to have to do the same thing. But he will. The one on the outside is going to be obscured by the fire warriors or by the other Tyranid. So the one up by the building will be a 4. That is a miss. The one outside is going to be a 5. That is a miss. Only thing I have left is my drone. He's going to put everything he's got into those 2 guys over there. He will be hitting on 6s though. He's going to split shot 2-2. We'll go for the outside one first. That's already wounded. He got a hit. He got a wound. And another flesh wound. He's not. No, that's only 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. It would. Okay.
Ah! I'm throwing things out of the box. Nothing on the other 2 shots. The one by the building scathed everything. All right. We're going to go into standard shooting, which you don't have anything. Stealth suit into the one in gray. We'll be hitting on 4s. Or should I split this? We're going to split it. 1-1. 2-2. That was just a waste. And then the white one.
No, the veteran was first.
Okay, then the gray one. And he missed both on those. So he completely whiffed everything he shot. He hit on the other one, rolled double 1s for the wounds, and then missed on the other 2 shots. So, only thing I have left that can shoot is that guy right there.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I thought you were rolling all the hit rolls first.
No. I was rolling the 2 shots, and then the 2 wounds, and then the 2 shots, and then
so yeah, those last 2 would have been this guy, but yeah, it was a miss.
Yeah, he missed everything. Regardless.
Like I said, I was counting 4 hits, and then you were rolling wounds, and I had the one.
I resolving him, and then resolving him.
Okay.
But he's got a shot, and he's going to shoot. I don't think he has 15 inches, though. Oh, yeah, he does. He'll shoot the one on the end that's wounded, hitting on 6s. They want that thing to die. Okay, 1 wound. It finally got him. It took 4 fire warriors, 8 shots to kill 1 Tyranid. No, 1, 2, 3. Took 5 shots to kill that one Tyranid. Okay, that's not a good ratio. That is going to end this turn. We have morale. Oh, fun.
He's good.
All right.
He's good.
Who's wounded?
Flesh wound.
I missed the one on the inside all the way across.
Yeah.
I got him once.
1 and 1.
Oh, that's right.
Guy.
Okay.
The guy on the end. He's up there.
All right. Fire Warriors -1. He's got a guy within range, so and the Bondi knife is going to negate it all out. He'll be good. And then the one that could be bad, 4. He should still be good because he's got a 6. He'll have a 5. Yeah. Okay, so that will end turn 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you have enough to roll a break?
Not yet.
Ah.
I've got 3 wounded and 3 dead.
3 wounded and 3 dead. Okay. All right. So We are going to take a second, and then we'll come back and roll for... I got to do some shooting here. Got to get some better shooting in. I got a feeling I'm going to have a whole bunch of charges coming at me over here. So we'll see how that's going to work. Tau and melee. This is going to get ugly. Okay, we'll be back in a minute with more shooting. Or let's just go ahead and roll for... who goes first in turn 3? Tau are going to get to go first. That's a bad idea. Tau don't want to go first. Okay, we'll be back in a minute after movement, and we'll see what's going to happen next. Okay, so in the movement phase, did a little risky thing here. He's moved up. All the Pathfinders moved that way. The Fire Warriors moved over to that objective. He stayed put and went ready. Now, the Nids, those two guys are charging him. The front two are charging him, and
these two are charging him. This guy is actually closer to him.
Okay, so those two are charging him, and he's charging him.
Yep.
Okay, that's where the charges are going. And all of the shooters went ready over here for the Nids. They're going to do the blast on me hard over here. So the way this works is, the first guy that's going to charge, I get to roll Overwatch on.
A combat specialist.
Combat specialist, so that will be on the stealth suit. He got a 6. He got a wound.
He's good.
He got a save.
Right.
And he's going to make his charge. So that is okay.
And his charge.
Might as well.
I'll resolve it. It's still good.
Okay.
Alright, now, front guy on your end fire warrior.
Alright, 2 dice. I need a 6 here. Really bad. Don't get it. Of course he's going to make it.
And the guy behind him just needs 4.
He's good.
So these two. Now this guy on him.
Alright, and we are going to use For the Greater Good on that whole mess behind him, because it's every model within 6 inches gets to roll on the Overwatch with the charged unit. So we'll start with the 2 Fire Warriors right there. 2 hits. They don't want to die. 1 wound. He does not save. That is a flesh wound. Now we have 6 rail rifles going at him. Shots. And not a single 6. We'll use the drone's burst cannon too. Not a single 6. So he's going to get to make his charge. But we did manage to wound him. That'll make him +1 when he tries to kill that Fire Warrior in a minute. Alright, now we're going into the shooting phase. So, who of your ready will shoot first?
I'll start with my scout, because he's closest. And he's got his pick between the blue guy or the drone.
Yes, because he lost his commander, he has to pick the closest target to shoot.
Now, I don't have to, but I'm at a -1 to hit if I don't.
Ah.
But I can still shoot anybody that's within range. I just wind up with another penalty. And
Okay.
He's already got a flesh wound. I don't feel like doing that.
So right now he'll be hitting on 5s.
And I'll get rid of the blue rail rifle.
Alright.
Or try to. Or not.
Not.
Command point.
No.
Still not.
My only ready was the stealth suit. He cannot shoot because he's locked in melee combat. So we now go on to your other 3 shooters.
Guy on that far end, also at the blue rail rifle. Although actually I think the other rail rifle makes him equidistant. Roughly.
Oh no, never mind. I was about to say something, but never mind. I read the rules. Can't do it. Can't shoot pistols on the turn you're charged.
Yeah. Alright.
Nice.
All 3 hit.
And this is on the blue guy? Or
yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to who you called out. So.
I said they were about equal distance, but I might as well at least try to get rid of that rail rifle.
Alright.
2 hits. Or 2 wounds.
2. Oh, yeah. 5 ups. Right. Both go through, so you get to roll 1.
He's out. He's got 3 flesh wounds.
Oh, that's right. He is dead. He has died.
This time I don't have to roll. That would have taken him out anyway.
Yeah. All right, next one.
All right, the middle guy at your purple rail rifle.
The one in the middle. The one kneeling down.
Yep.
That is the sniper.
Yeah. Also hitting on 4s because he has no flesh wounds, no intervening terrain, or anything like that.
Okay.
2. Both wound.
No saves. So 1 roll.
Dead.
Ah. That was a bad idea, but
Okay, and last one. I think he still got clear on your comm.
yep.
Actually, though, your fire warrior's closer. So
Yeah.
5 up. 1. The wound.
I will command point that. Nope. Roll. Pathfinders are a 5 up save.
But that's your fire warrior.
Oh, that was firework. Okay, I thought you were.
No,
you
I
said
had to
5
shoot
up.
secure because he's closer.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So 4 made it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I get to do my shooting. Because you've done all your shooting and all your shooters were ready. So, railgun, he's going to split shots into these 2 right here. Comms, he's going to give himself +1. So he'll be hitting on 3s. The one on the far end is a hit. It is a wound at 1.
Okay, roll injury roll.
That is a removal.
Yep.
The next one on the inside is a hit. Is strength 6.
It's a wound.
It is a wound.
Actually, I thought you had strength 8 on the rails.
Strength 6.
Oh.
1 damage.
Okay.
So-
Roll injury.
A 2.
Flesh wound.
I'm gonna spend my last command. No, I've already re-rolled. Can't do that. So he just gets flesh wound. We are gonna put the fire warrior into the same target. He has 2 flesh wounds, so he's hitting on 6s. He's not gonna hit anything.
It was this one that got flesh wound, right?
No, that's the one that's dead.
No, he's dead.
No, the one on the end is dead. I did the one on the outside first.
Okay.
And then the one next to him is the one
I
that's got
thought
the
you
flesh
did the
wound.
guy in the middle first.
No. One on the outside, then the one in the middle.
Okay.
Um,
I just heard you wrong there.
He's going to fire on him, hitting on 4s. 1 hit. 1 wound. Normal save.
Nope.
That is a dead. Only thing I've got left is my... Did I already roll? No, I didn't roll my fire warrior. Roll him. Drone into the one that's already wounded. He will be hitting on 6s because of the model between them. You got a hit. He did get a wound.
Nope.
And he rolled a 1 for another flesh wound. He now has 2. And I do believe that is all of my shooting. Because he shot, he can't shoot. Roll him up to 2. Alright. We now go to combat phase.
Alright, I'll start with the stealth suit.
Alright.
Let's see. I want to make sure it's good. Okay, I can reroll hits. I can reroll hits with 1. The
Okay.
saving counts.
Okay.
And my combat specialist, or my Yeah, combat specialist has 1 extra attack. So I've got a total of 5 on the stealth suit.
That plus
Rerolling
1.
and rerolling once.
Alright. So 5s or 4s?
4.
Alright. 1 reroll.
2. And reroll. 3. Wounding on 5. 1.
That will save. We alternate attacks, I do believe, so I'm going to go on the gray one.
Okay.
1. What's his toughness?
3.
No. 2 won't do it.
Okay. 4 attacks on the 1 fire warrior.
Okay.
Oh, I need to do that because 1's got a flesh wound. So 2 and 2. So I'll do the one with the flesh wound. He's hitting on 4. 1 hit. Rerolling 1s. Both hit. Ah. 1 wound.
Save. He will attack the one that is not attacked him yet. He will not hit.
Okay. 1 hit. 1 hit. Wound.
No save.
Out.
The one that hasn't fought yet. Hit. Wound.
Nope.
No?
Full injury.
Flesh
Flesh.
wound.
Alright.
So at least he'll be hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Didn't matter.
Hit.
No wounds. Alright, that's going to end the combat phase.
Back to the end.
Huh?
Back to the end.
No?
I'm broken.
You got to roll for it.
I can't succeed.
Oh. Really?
The leadership for like 5s. I've got +5 right here.
Oh. I have broken the enemy.
And
Which-
plus I've got 3 with flesh wounds.
And he's got 3 with flesh wounds. I have lost 3, 4, 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
unless you
5.
happen to break,
Well, I've got 3 and I've got 5 on the battlefield, left on the battlefield.
how many have flesh wounds?
1.
Yeah. You don't even have to roll.
Yeah. Because he's the only one with a flesh wound. You killed the other ones with flesh wounds that was with a flesh wound. He hasn't been wounded yet. He's saved. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've killed 3, 4, and I've got more on the battlefield. So apparently I have 1, I think is how it's worded. He is broken because he cannot make his leadership roll.
Actually, even if I've got a 6 or a 7, I'm still at a +5. So.
Yeah, he would be at a +5, so 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got to roll 2d6, which.
Made it
Yeah.
even worse. So
Yeah.
this is going to go down as a Tau win because I broke the Tyranids. Although I think if we'd have played this out in another 2 rounds, he would have probably kicked my butt.
No, I got a wound on 12.
Huh?
No, my shooting wounds on. Well, my shooting wounds on 3s. My normal attacks wound on 4s.
Yeah, but I think you'd have done some damage. All right, well, that's going to end this battle report. I did not realize I did that, so that was kind of cool. If you like this battle, if you see something we did wrong, because we're still trying to figure this kill team out, let us know. And we will try and make it back next week with another kill team battle report. We're going to do these for a little bit till we can get the rules down and get it all sorted out. Looks like I got to roll up some names for some guys that lived. And we'll be back next week with another battle report.